River Babes. It's nice to see you today. I'm your host, Leanna Aguilera, and welcome to this week's Sweetwater Secrets preview show for episode 315, Chapter 50, American Dreams. Now, first off, I just wanted to offer you all my deepest condolences as we're all still reeling from the news that Riverdale actor Luke Perry passed away last Monday, March 4th. Now, as you might have realized, Sweetwater Secrets was dark last week so we could all focus on our love for Luke. Now, as a result, we're going to do things a little bit differently in this week's preview show. I'll still be answering your live questions and comments later in this episode and giving you my 3 clues for what's to come in episode 315. But since we didn't do a full Sweetwater Secrets after show last week, I'll also be revealing a mini round of hisses and kisses from episode 314, chapter 49, Fire Walk With Me, plus a new interview from Lili Reinhart. But first, I just wanted to share something with all of you. When I first heard the news of Luke Perry's passing, my bosses at ETonline asked me how I was going to cover the news, which, given that I work in entertainment news, was very understandable. Excuse me. Whew. So I let myself have a cry, kind of like right now, and decided to create a tribute to Luke Perry's best Riverdale moments, both on and off screen. So, sorry guys. Did not anticipate this happening. So over the past 3 years, I interviewed Luke about half a dozen times, and he was the sweetest man. And he was the first one to really make me feel truly welcome in the Riverdale cast. And so everyone deals with grief in different ways. It hits them in different ways, like right now. But so I worked with my editor, Hank, and we created a video tribute for him, and it was very emotional for us, but it also helped us cope with this. So I just wanted to take a moment to show it with you guys right now. Sorry.
I don't know how to do this.
It's gonna take you a minute to pick up the pieces.
Riverdale, it's a town without a zip code. It is, it's got a lot more going on than you would think.
We're not letting this town go down without a fight.
Dad, stop!
What does that say about us? About Riverdale? Whoa, who is this guy? The variety show, you remember that? That was great.
Dad. I miss you so much, Dad.
Me too, son.
KJ, what is one thing that fans might not know about Luke that you've discovered since working with him?
He only needs one take. When Luke is at work, we move very fast.
But we have a good time with that.
You're a great kid, Arch.
I love all these characters, known them a long time, and these guys got a great take on them.
I always like to have a beautiful woman on my arm. Tonight I have 2.
Meanwhile, I'm having major deja vu. Remember when this was our lives?
Best of times.
You know, Luke is, I think he might be the nicest actor I've ever worked with. I mean, he is so nice. He's so charming. He's always the person who notices if somebody doesn't have a chair. You know, not just actors, but crew. Like, he's just incredibly observant, always there, always knows his lines, a complete professional, and very sweet. Thank you.
I never doubted your mom for a second. Knew she'd do it.
Your mother and I will always love you.
Do you have a lot of cool points from your kids about being on Riverdale?
I have some of them, some of the cool points being on Riverdale with my daughter.
What does she think? Have you brought her to set?
No, they haven't come to set, but they've been up and they've hung out with the cast. And we had dinner at Mark's house and stuff like that. And she enjoys her time with them, and it's pretty good. She and KJ tease each other a good bit.
Best time of my life.
All right, here we go.
What is on your personal bucket list that you would like to see Fred do?
I want to run the heavy equipment. You always see it sitting in the background on the construction site, and I'm pretty good with all of the pieces that we have. I can drive the track hoe and the dozer in the front. I got all that stuff. So I'd like you to see Fred do some heavy equipment. We're burning daylight. Let's get going. I get it. I'm glad you're here, though. But some advice, man to man. You know, these decisions that you're making now, son, they have consequences. They go on to form who you are and who you'll become. Whatever you decide, be confident enough in it that you don't have to lie.
If you could give your younger self any advice, would you?
No, you gotta learn it all on your own. I really do believe that. You know, life is experiential. You gotta get out there and you gotta try it and you gotta fail sometimes. And to get to any success, you gotta fail a few times. And so yeah, you gotta earn it.
You know, I was thinking, I could go with you. We could do this together.
You know we can't do that. Right, Dad?
I was your age when my father passed away. I never got to say
This
goodbye.
isn't goodbye, Dad.
You're damn right it's not.
See you soon.
Yeah, you will.
Sorry about that, River Babes. I just want to let you know that we are all in this together, and I sincerely hope that you're doing all right. Rest in peace, Luke. We're sending you our love. Now let's switch topics right now. Like all of you, I was watching last week's episode of Riverdale from a very emotional place, and clearly it's still all in there. But I rewatched last week's episode yesterday, and I still have quite a few plot thoughts. So I'm going to sound off with my rants and raves about episode 314, chapter 49, Fire Walk With Me, with a mini round of live hisses and kisses. Now start sending me your hisses and kisses too, because we all need a bit of a distraction, and I'm going to be reading some in just a little bit. Now kicking things off, a lot of my hisses at this point sound like a broken record. Hiram is the worst, the Speakeasy storyline is beyond tired, and Cheryl's behavior as a member of the Pretty Poisons is making me really annoyed. Seeing her lash out and then shun Tony was just really weird. I don't like this eerie Shoney tension, and I just want it to stop. But the biggest hiss of all, of course, went to that little kid, Ricky. This did not move the G&G storyline forward. In fact, it just feels repetitive now. Oh no, someone wants to hurt Archie? Shocking, get in line. Switching over to kisses, the biggest kiss of the episode will of course be going to the one and only Fred Andrews. Now seeing him be there for his son was both heartwarming and heartbreaking, and it reaffirmed just how much we all love the character of Fred. Kisses to the random Riverdale hallway student who said, "The gargoyles are mixing it up with the poisons and the farmies." That line was just too bizarre and it made me laugh. And kisses to Betty for being the Grim Reaper of realtors. Watching her spook potential buyers away from the murder house on Elm Street was amazing. And then kisses to the fact that she sort of totally tried to burn her house down. And lastly, kisses to seeing the core four share a scene together. In fact, we even got something that I've been seriously missing, a quick B&V moment. Now, you and I aren't the only ones who miss seeing Betty and Veronica together this season. Lili Reinhart wants these besties back together too. Now, take a look at what Lili told me when I asked her to weigh in on V's new romance.
Veronica and Reggie.
Yes.
Something is blooming there as V's bestie. What do you think Betty's gonna think about this new pairing?
I think Betty's the kind of person who's just going to be supportive of Veronica and trust her judgment. I don't think Betty has necessarily an opinion of Reggie too much at this point. They haven't spent that much time together. I think B will just trust that V knows what she's doing in that department.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I want some more B&B scenes.
Oh, I do as well.
What would you like to see them do?
Talk. I would love to see them talk and talk about, I would love Veronica to tell Betty about her relationship with Reggie and how she's feeling after the breakup. B and V, you don't see as much this season, which has been a bummer. I think hopefully we're building up to maybe that happening at the end of the season, or maybe season 4 will be a grand B and V adventure. I think that would be great, but I wish for that as well. I love seeing them together in any scenes that I do have with Cammie. It's always very sweet, and people always really love Betty and Veronica together.
Yeah.
So.
V and V. Now that's a team you can believe in.
I love B&V. I want them to go on a road trip like they did for for Jughead and Archie this year. What would you like to see in the future from Betty and Veronica on Riverdale? Share your thoughts with me right now. But luckily, as you all saw in this week's Riverdale promo, we're finally getting a B&V scene and so much more. Let's watch.
There's something I need to tell you about Mrs. Jones. Do you love her, FP?
I never was one for small town gossip.
How could you have done something so reckless?
I'm here for the Red Paladin.
How many of these guys am I fighting? And so continues our nerdiest mystery yet.
Ooh, so much to tease in such little time. So let's get back to business with my 3 clues about episode 315, chapter 50, American Dreams. Number 1, Archie Andrews is getting a new neighbor, but don't accept the sugar, Red. Number 2, Gladys is throwing a birthday bash, but someone else is throwing shade. And number 3, get ready for relationship shakeups and ridiculously hot makeup, but you'll never guess which couple breaks up. Can you crack my 3 clues? Think it over, and now it's time for me to head over to your live comments. All right, guys, first off, just want to say thank you. I'm being told that there was lots of hearts and love for me when I was having my mini emotional breakdown, but I appreciate you sticking there with me. Was not anticipating that happening. Sydney says, I cannot wait for Betty to figure out what Gladys is up to and help Jughead. Did you guys see the photo that Roberto posted of Bughead? And they're like smirking. I'm just gonna say that. Let's see what else. We have Jennifer Rose 95 says, I hope Luke Perry's exit from the show is done right. I'm sure it's going to be handled with grace, and I don't think the writers were anticipating having to do this, obviously, but I'm not sure what's going to happen, but I hope that it's done well as well. Nikki West, please talk about Phallus. Oh, Nikki, every week I wish I could talk about Phallus, and in this week's episode, there's finally something Phallus to talk about, and I don't even want to talk about it. It's so sad. You saw in the promo. Did you see Alice cry? Let's see. Bitesies. Yee, I faked sick just so I could see this. Oh, that's very nice. Remember, I will write your teachers a note if they catch you watching this in class. Tell them I said hi. Let's see. Elegant Blogs by Maddie, what a regal name, said, what's happening? I'm veggie because Veronica says, what did you do? Or something like that to Reggie. Ooh, there is quite a tense scene tonight, actually quite a few, between Veronica and Reggie. I'm curious to know whose side you're going to be on by the end of the episode. Let's see. Emily Toto says, kisses to Nana Rose, because without her, we wouldn't have Shoni. Very true. We get one Nana Rose scene tonight, and as always, she is a scene stealer of the episode. Love her to pieces. Neela, hisses to Evelyn, Kevin, and the farm. Like, what the hell? Yeah, can we talk about Kevin walking across the fire coals? Does anybody else watch The Office? Who thought of Pam walking across the fire coals? Yeah, Kevin and Pam. 2 great characters in Riverdale and The Office history. Bellmat153, kisses to Betty burning down the house and being happy about it. Yeah, who knows if she technically did it? She just so happened to hold a candle and the house just so happened to catch on fire. I'm neither confirming nor denying what seems really obvious. Let's see. Kino says, hisses to the plots being very weird and giant hisses to Ricky. I can't with that kid, Ricky. And as soon as like a random kid shows up, I'm like, I'm out. That wasn't fun. Railfan says, hisses to the new Serpent team. I really hated how Ricky ended up almost killing Fangs by dangling him over the edge of the staircase. In Unity, there's strength, but Ricky is not going with it. So Ricky was the little kid who tried to slash Archie in his house, because that's normal. I think Kurt is the one who held Fangs over the side of the school, which, while I'm glad that Sweet Pea and Jughead caught him, do you really think that would have killed him? It didn't seem that high up. Just hurt him. I don't know. But still, protect Fangs at all costs. Here we go. They all want Phallus. I want Phallus too. I want Phallus too. Amy, kisses to the scene of them sitting at school talking together. I know, right? So I was watching an episode, I'm not gonna tell you which one. I was thinking about the fact that we're constantly in the speakeasy this year, and we're constantly in the bunker, and I get it, they're new sets and they're beautiful, and they wanna make sure that they're using them, but I miss seeing them in the student lounge. I was so excited when I got to do all of my interviews in the student lounge, because normally I'm always in Pops, so it was really fun to kind of explore around there. The attention to detail that they have on these sets, all the posters for all the Riverdale High, different school clubs and everything, loved it. So the fact that we got to see the Core 4 having what seemed like a normal conversation in a high school was just, gave me those season 1 feels. Remember season 1? Remember season 1? Think about it. So much has happened. Taylor V, any peaches and cream or Evelyn tonight? You might see peaches and cream like in passing, but nothing significant. And I'm getting last week and this week confused. I don't think there's any Evelyn tonight. No Evelyn tonight. Oh, so sad. Let's see. Carzy Mash says, kisses to the arson that is running in the family. Also, kisses to Leanne for being so strong. I love you a lot. And hisses to the angst between Shoni. Well, first of all, yes, kisses to the arson. I know it's not funny to give kisses to arson, but go Betty. Kisses to me. I appreciate you saying that. That was really kind of you. And I'm still a little, not embarrassed that I just cried on the internet, but overwhelmed. And then hisses to the angst between Shoni. Shoni fans, can we talk? What's going on? Can we does this feel odd to anyone else? It feels like, at first we were talking about like, yes, I'm glad that Cheryl and Tony are having real relationship issues, and it was good to see them explore that, but now either Cheryl's not letting it go, or it feels weird. And I don't want to pin that directly on Cheryl, but it's just weird choices. What are your thoughts? Tell me if I'm off base. Okay, Alyssa hisses to not having Betty meet Jughead's family. I really want to see Betty meet Jellybean. Same. Venus, can someone actually grab Kevin, shake him a little bit to get his brain back in place so he'll leave the team farm club? Kevin, you guys know how I feel about Kevin. You know, I think okay, here's what I'll say about Kevin. Betty has had her own stuff going on this year, obviously, but I feel like Betty has never necessarily been the closest, bestest friend to Kevin when he's needed her, and I feel like he really needed her at this point, and she's preoccupied, she's got other things going on in her life, but when you've got someone like the farm and Evelyn who are just like, we are here for you, we've got this, like, I understand why he's joining the farm. He needed friends for him right now, and these culty people have latched on to him. So, like, I don't blame Kevin. I blame Evelyn, but I don't even blame Evelyn that much because I still find her fascinating. I like the farm. Give me the farm over Hiram. Cheryl, Leanne, I have a question about Josie. Will we see more of Cheryl and Josie's friendship? Will we see Josie's red hair? Will we see Josie versus Tony storyline? Any thoughts on Josie leaving? Thank you so much. Oh, so much Josie. I will say that Miss Josie, Miss Ashley Murray, is filming the pilot for Katie Keene right now, which is very exciting. And I don't know if you guys saw Ashley Murray's post on Instagram, but she had her mini wrap on Riverdale. She posted a cute picture standing on the pop steps. I think she's going like this. But I haven't heard much about what else is coming up for Josie and how they're going to be wrapping up her storyline. We haven't seen much of Cheryl and Josie's friendship in a really long time. Who knows? Maybe they'll finally have some scenes together in next week's episode, which is the musical episode. As far as her red hair, we're going to leave that open because I don't really know the answer to that. Okay, let's see. Kate says, I love Cheryl and Tony's characters. They're both amazing, but I'm ready for the end of Shoni. As individuals, they are spiraling, and I would like to see them find themselves as individuals. I agree that I like to see them find their strength as individuals. I feel like Tony's finally getting her independence and her spunk back. I think that we just need to figure out what Cheryl is missing and help her find that, because I feel like she finally got some happiness because of Tony, but it almost seems like she's letting the essence of Tony just totally, she wants to surround herself in it to make her feel happy, and Tony is understandably being like, hi, I'd like to have a bit of balance. So I think that we just need to get to the root of what's making Cheryl sad. I love Cheryl. I think she's a great character, and I feel like there's something that we're not getting. It's probably that she was raised by two awful parents and a random uncle who's apparently dead. Travis, Mystery Inc. needs to come to Riverdale. Jughead and Fred could be cousins because they're both a Jones. We already kind of got the Scooby Gang, though. We've got, like, Betty and Jughead, and they're like Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. We've got our Scooby Gang. Leah, it seems like Cheryl is blackmailing Tony into keeping her in the Pretty Poisons. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more weird kind of blackmailing type things moving forward with Shoni. It just feels weird. Just feels weird. CJ, Leanne, is the Shoni sneak peek in the trailer a Shoni makeup? I'm going to let you guys watch that, because when I watched tonight's episode, a lot was happening. You're going to have a lot of thoughts. Tune into the after show, because we're going to have a lot to talk about. A lot. Yeah. All right, just a couple more, guys. Samantha, kisses to Tony for telling Jughead and for still being loyal to the serpents and showing some of her serpent roots. I don't think she'll ever lose her serpent roots. I think that Vanessa Morgan loves being a member of the serpents. I think Tony Topaz loves being a member of the serpents. She's a serpent by blood. She'll always be a serpent. They should let Peaches and Cream in the serpents. Then it'd be all good. Just combine them. Pretty serpents. Okay, a few more. Let's see. Krona, what about Edgar Evanever? Will we ever see him come to Riverdale? Yeah, we were supposed to see him by now, but I think they ended up switching things around a little bit. Who knows if we'll see him next week or the week after? All I know is, hi, Chad Michael Marie. I'm very excited for you to come on to the show. And we're going to do just one or two more. His is to Archie for keep getting stabbed. Yeah. His is to Archie for keep getting stabbed. Bear attack. Stabbed. Sliced. Attacked. Choosing to be attacked. At this point, I don't even know what to say anymore. Is it fun for you guys? Not fun for me. All right, 3 more. Tesla, does the compulsion to burn down buildings run in the Blossom Cooper blood? Clearly. I don't know about you guys, but I've never once, in any kind of fight that I've had with my parents or anything, thought, hey, I'm gonna burn your house down. I'm gonna burn down our own house. Natalie, Jughead, better calm down. We see what happens when great-granddaughters burn down their homes. Yeah, or better calm Betty down, yeah. Kate, I'd like to see Josie start calling Tom Keller Tom instead of Mr. Keller. After all, he's her stepdad now. We'll see. And lastly, Peaches and Cream needs to join the Serpents instead of Cheryl. I don't know, instead of Cheryl, but we all need to see a big convergence because the fact that there's the Ghoulies and the Gargoyles and the Farmies and the Serpents, it's just, let's just start a new game, call them the Milkshakes and call it a day. Okay, guys, we're gonna end it there for now. That was a lot of emotions. Thank you all so much for joining me for today's Sweetwater Secrets preview for episode 315, chapter 50, American Dreams. And be sure to check back with me after you've watched Riverdale for an exclusive interview with, get ready, Lili Reinhart and Cole Sprouse talking all about Bughead. Yes, finally, I'm giving you your Bughead scoop. But first, you know what to do. Give this video a like and then hit subscribe so you never miss an episode of Sweetwater Secrets. And now head on down to the comments to tell me what you think about Lili Reinhart's thoughts about Betty and Veronica. What do you guys think is going to happen this week? And what are you going to miss most about Luke Perry? Tell me your thoughts and I'll see you next time, River Babes. Thanks for being there for me. I'll be there for you. Sending you all so many kisses. Bye.